With him, because that's what he wanted.
Okay.
That's what he wanted. He wanted to get you outside of yourself. He wanted to piss you off and kind of control the situation. And I guess I recognize that. Plus, it wasn't part of my game. Like it frustrates people more when you just keep coming and coming and coming. And you just keep getting things done, and no matter what they throw at you or no matter what they do, it's just good.
Tim Duncan just spoke up, and the basketball world is buzzing. After nearly 10 years of staying quiet, he took a shot at LeBron James. Duncan said, "Numbers don't make you the GOAT. This isn't just about stats or championships. It's about legacy, respect, and what it really means to be the greatest." By the end of this video, you might rethink everything you thought you knew about the GOAT debate.
In your opinion, with that GOAT conversation, who are some guys that don't get mentioned enough in that GOAT talk?
Tim Duncan, absolutely. Wilt Chamberlain, absolutely. Bill Russell, absolutely. Like, you don't mention those guys, and all of them for different reasons. Because you think of like LeBron being a GOAT, what he's done on the court, what he's done off the court, how he's elevated the game, transcended the game, and then you throw Bill Rutten.
On January 15th, 2025, at a private charity event in San Antonio, NBA legends came and went quietly, shaking hands, taking photos, and disappearing before the media even noticed. Tim Duncan was supposed to be one of those invisible guests. No headlines, no drama. That's always been his style. But someone recorded him during a private chat with former players, and what he said has quickly become the most talked about statement in basketball this year. The audio clip hit Twitter at 11 p.m. and racked up 12 million views within 3 hours. By morning, every sports show in America was buzzing. Here's what Duncan said, verbatim. "I see all these debates about who's the GOAT, and everyone's counting points and assists like it's a video game. But that's not what makes you great. Numbers don't make you the GOAT. Mindset does. How you carry yourself, how you make your teammates better without needing credit for it. That's what separates legends from stat fillers." He didn't mention LeBron James by name, but everyone knew exactly who he was talking about. The reactions came instantly. One fan wrote, "Duncan just said what we've all been thinking." Another fired back, "LeBron lives rent-free in everyone's head. Stay mad." Within hours, the basketball world was completely divided. And the wildest part? Tim Duncan hasn't said a word since. That's just who he is. He drops a bomb and walks away. No press conference, no apology, no clarification, just silence. And that silence speaks louder than anything LeBron could post on Instagram.
Thanks for having me, man.
Okay,
It's gonna be fun.
let's talk about it. You're 40 years old now.
Yes, sir.
You've been in the league 22 years, longer than you were not in the league. You're in the league.
Right.
And you're playing like you're one of the best seasons you've ever had.
Yeah.
Why is that, you think? Is it comfort? Is it what is it about this year?
I mean, I think obviously I've been in the game for a while, so I kind of know what to expect. And, obviously, one, you got to take care of your body, but more importantly, you got to take care of your mind. Being a professional athlete, if your mind is not as sharp as possible or as clear as possible, then you're not going to be able to perform at a high level.
To understand why Duncan's comment hit so hard, you need to look at what's been happening with LeBron over the past few months. This didn't come out of nowhere, it's been building. LeBron James is having an incredible season. At 40 years old, he's still putting up numbers that would make players half his age jealous. Earlier this year, he crossed 40,000 career points and is closing in on nearly every major NBA record. He's been very vocal about it too, posting workout videos, sharing milestone graphics, and retweeting analysts calling him the GOAT. That on the surface, nothing wrong with that. He's earned the right to celebrate. But here's where it gets complicated. Every time LeBron posts about his stats, the same debate flares up. Is LeBron the GOAT? Has he surpassed Jordan? The media has been relentless. ESPN devoted an entire week to the topic. Podcasts dissect his numbers versus Jordan, Kareem, and everyone else. Analysts pull up advanced metrics, efficiency ratings, and longevity arguments. It's everywhere. You can't escape it. And this is exactly what Tim Duncan noticed, something that has quietly frustrated a lot of old-school players for years. The conversation around greatness has become all about numbers, points, assists, stats, rather than winning, leadership, or the intangibles that truly define a legend. For someone like Tim Duncan, whose entire legacy was built on the opposite philosophy, that's a problem. Duncan won 5 championships, 3 finals MVPs, and 2 regular season MVPs. But ask him his career scoring average, he probably wouldn't know. That was never the point. The point was winning. The point was doing whatever the team needed, sometimes scoring 30 points, sometimes grabbing 15 rebounds and setting screens all game. He didn't chase the spotlight. He chased results. LeBron's approach is different. Not better or worse, just different. He's always been aware of his brand, his legacy, and his place in history. He understands the numbers, the narratives, and he actively shapes them. 2 philosophies, 2 eras, and now they're clashing in the most public way possible.
Never engaged in trash talk, Tim.
With him, because that's what he wanted.
Okay.
That's what he wanted. He wanted to get you outside of yourself. He wanted to piss you off and kind of control the situation. And I guess I recognize that. Plus, it wasn't part of my game. Like it frustrates people more when you just keep coming and coming and coming. And you just keep getting things done, and no matter what they throw.
Here's why Tim Duncan's words carry so much weight. It's easy to forget just how dominant he was. They called him the big fundamental, boring, mechanical, no flash, no personality. And you know what? He wore that label like a badge of honor. 5 championships. 5. That's insanely hard. Jordan had 2 three-peats with a retirement in between. Kobe won 5, but 2 came with Shaq. LeBron has 4, and he had to switch teams twice to get them. Duncan? Same team, same coach, same quiet dominance for 19 years. What sets Duncan apart, and what he really means by mindset over numbers, is this: he sacrificed more than shots or minutes. He sacrificed his ego. There were seasons he could have averaged 30 points a game. But when Tony Parker became the offense's focus, Duncan stepped back. When Kawhi Leonard emerged, he became a role player in his own system. He took pay cuts so the team could sign better players. He never complained, demanded trades, or leaked stories to the media. Compare that to today's game. Players switch teams every couple of years, demand max contracts even if it hurts the roster, and track stats obsessively, because that's what gets you on highlight reels and in a Hall of Fame debates. LeBron, whether you love him or hate him, has been the face of that shift. Today's players track stats obsessively because they know that's what gets them on highlight reels and in a Hall of Fame debates. And LeBron, love him or hate him, has been the face of that shift. He's had 4 finals appearances where his team got swept or gentlemen swept. He's had seasons with incredible stats, but his team didn't win. And every time, the conversation is, but look at his numbers. How can you blame him? Duncan's point is simple. If your numbers are great but your team isn't winning, are you really doing what matters? LeBron fans will argue that he dragged weak teams to the finals, while Duncan always had talent around him. Sure, there's some truth there, but Duncan's likely response would be, did I have talent, or did I make my teammates better by not needing to be the center of attention? That's the heart of the debate, and why his words hit so hard. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. According to sources close to Duncan's inner circle. Yes, even the most private legends have people talking. This frustration has been building for years. One former teammate, speaking anonymously, said Duncan watches games now and shakes his head. He sees players hunting for stats in garbage time, celebrating individual milestones while the team is losing, and he doesn't get it. That's not how they were taught in the game. Another source revealed that Duncan even spoke with a current NBA coach last year, voicing concern about what he called the Instagram era of basket.